Hey, this is Dave again from cheapwinefinder.com. And we got another companion podcast. This time it's kind of starting up the holidays. And this is a Trader Joe's wine. And this is kind of like Trader Joe's gift for you for Thanksgiving. It is a $7.99. And here's let me grab the bottle. Trader Joe's Petit Reserve, Russian River Valley, Sonoma County, Pinot Noir 2018. And there you go. $7.99 for a Russian River Valley Pinot Noir is really kind of low. I mean, a brand wine would probably be, $15 to $20 somewhere. And by brand wines aren't usually tied to a winery and vineyards. They can kind of play the field a little bit when it comes to sourcing their grapes and get the best deal. Like a winery from the Russian River would be $20, $25 and up for a Pinot Noir. This is a 2018, so it's a young wine. Not too young. I mean, it's fine. There's no problems there, and it is Russian River, Trader Joe's. The company that makes it, I looked them up on the internet, and they're negotiant. Negotiant means they buy excess from people, but they also make custom wines, and they specialize in the premium growing areas. They do Napa, they do Sonoma, they do Carneros, Russian River. All the best name places. They're not just doing wines with California on the label. And the one thing I thought was interesting is that they reverse engineer wine. One of the examples they wrote is like, someone has a wine that's sold out completely and they have no other chance to get it, and half the year is open. They will come in, take a look at the wine that is gone and try to recreate it to their satisfaction and price point so they can make more of it and taste the same as the other one was, even though it isn't the same wine. So they can reverse engineer wine. And I thought, okay, with Trader Joe's wines, you never know. Well, usually you never know what's what and who's who. Occasionally you figure it out. But anybody who can reverse engineer wine, okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you. If you can start with something and figure out how to make it, from the bottle and go work your way back to the vineyard, fine with me. And here we get into the wine. And I was literally, and I'm always shocked with quality of these sub $10 wines. I mean, it's almost sometimes like, I don't almost know why I pay more. But there was nothing about this wine that said $7.99. The color was really pale, see-through garnet red, which is which California Pinot Noir should be. The nose was, I'm going to put my nose in there. Hold on a second. It was like crumpled autumn leaves and cherries and raspberries and herbs and spices and black pepper. I mean, it's like this weird, crazy stew of things that shouldn't smell good, but they do. And when you drink it, it's on the light side of medium. And it's pretty good. Hold on one second. And it's got cherry, and it's got cola, and it's got chocolate, and it's got herbs, and it's got spice, and it's got like orange zest, where that almost like it almost hurts your mouth when you taste orange zest. It's like, wow, it's so sharp. It's there. It's got all these different flavors. It's got raspberry, it's got cream, it's got vanilla. We're talking about a $7.99 Pinot Noir. I mean, I know lately inexpensive Pinot Noirs have gotten better, and I don't know the production techniques on this one, but what they've been doing is making them the same way that in France they've been making Beaujolais, which Beaujolais is on the bottom of the Burgundy district, and they make it out of the Gamay grape, and then you go north, and then that's all Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, and then you keep on going all the way north of that district, and it's Champagne. It's kind of like the baby brother to the big boys there. And they make these wines that are wonderful. Actually, the Nouvelle Beaujolais is coming out in a couple of weeks. It's in November, where they just crush the grapes, and the stuff is only like 4 weeks old, and they all drink it. It's like a Welsh grape grape juice that has some alcohol to it, and everybody just has a big party. But that's there, but they make the actual Gamay Beaujolais with open top fermentation and carbonic maceration. And don't ask me what those are. I have looked it up. It's scientific, and I'm not the most scientific person in the world, so I'm not going to explain it because I'm pretty sure I'll get it wrong. But it's something they just kind of got their, maybe not just, but that's something they're doing with inexpensive Pinot Noir. And it turned what used to be a kind of bland, cherry-flavored, light-flavored red wine into funky, cool wines. Because Beaujolais is really a great place to grab wines. I mean, it's, you can 90% of the Beaujolais on the shelves are under $25, and there's a lot of great wines. And California is starting to do that with the Pinot Noir. And I don't know exactly if it's getting the respect from critics, but it's getting my respect. And actually, I've seen some like very inexpensive Pinots lately get 90 points from people who don't give away points easily. And so there you go. So this is a Thanksgiving special. I mean, it's out this time of year for Thanksgiving. It's Petit Reserve. I don't think it's going to last too much longer than past November, maybe into December. It's made for turkey. The reason why you want to pair it with turkey, because turkey's kind of not the most flavorful meat in the world. And this is a light-bodied cherry-flavored wine. It's got acidity that'll cut through. It's going to not overpower the turkey. I mean, it'll complement it. And it's got the acidity because Aunt Sue brings that casserole in, and you get that other thing from, Cousin Cindy, and, you have this feast going on, and it has the acidity to go through all these other things that go with the turkey. And it's kind of like the one wine that rules them all when it comes to Thanksgiving. And here we go. We have one that is actually legit for $7.99. If you're into, a lot of people I know who have just gotten into Pinot Noir got it through Meiomi Pinot Noir. I think they just sold the brand for a third of $1 billion. That's with the B dollars. So a lot of people are drinking it. And that is kind of like new school Pinot Noir. This is old school Pinot Noir. The other one's big and juicy, and, it tastes great, but it doesn't taste like old school. The old school is going to have some rough edges, and not rough in a bad way. Just there's these flavors there that you got to get your head behind. Like the first time you ever had coffee or the first time you ever had beer, you went, oh, what's that? And then after a few, you go, that, So it's actually a nice Pinot Noir. It's challenging. It's got good flavors. It's got the acidity that allows the flavors to unfold. Every time I go to a Burgundy a tasting, I always tell the French winemakers, oh, it's got wonderful acidity. And they're all very happy because in Burgundy, they want their Pinot Noirs to have wonderful acidity because it allows the flavors to unfold. And that's what it's supposed to do. And that's what it did with the $7.99 Trader Joe's Petit Reserve Russian River Valley Pinot Noir that only cost almost $9. I just gave it a raise. It only cost $7.99. I like it. It tastes like Pinot Noir. It tastes like California Pinot Noir. What price would I give it? I wouldn't know, but it doesn't taste like it's under $10. It doesn't taste like $7.99. It's legit. It looks good. It smells good. It tastes good. It tastes like Pinot Noir. I mean, a lot of people who are into Pinot Noir have their favorites, but if you're just looking to try to get behind some Pinot Noir, trying to figure out what it's about and maybe try some pairings, heck, this is a pretty good way to get into it. And Trader Joe's is giving this to you. I mean, it's a Petit Reserve means there's only a little bit of it, and it tastes good. I mean, I like it. I mean, I'm shocked. There's nothing about this wine. If someone handed it to me and asked me what it is, I'm not good at putting prices on things, but it tastes good, and it probably would closer to, closer to $15 if I was going to guess. And the alcohol is like 14.5, what made me think, oh, no, this is going to be a big boy. And it wasn't. I mean, it tasted like Pinot Noir. It just has alcohol. So there you go. Don't give it to Aunt Louise because she has to drive. And we don't want to get her drunk like we did last time. But other than that, this is a good wine. And that's it for me. I'll come back with something coming up. We're going to do bubblies and a little bit more upscale wines and have fun because the holidays are coming up. And that's a good time to have fun. That's a good time to have wine. And That's a good time for all sorts of things. And that's it for me. I think I talked for 10 minutes. I didn't really mean to. And adios. Keep it cheap. And I'll be talking to you later. Bye-bye.